been a while, hasn't it? Yo, what's up guys, it's me Jake here, and today I'm going to be doing my month of February manga haul. This month I'm very excited to show you guys what I've gotten, because I got a couple series that I've been hunting for a really long time, and I finally picked up a bunch of the volumes, and a bunch of the volumes that are really hard to find, so I'm excited to show you guys that. But before we get into this, I want to ask you guys what you guys picked up in the month of February. Leave a comment down below with what you picked up. Let's get straight into this. I'm going to get started with the Viz section because I feel like I got a little bit from Viz, and a lot of the stuff I got from Viz I'm very excited about reading, or I've already read and I think is really good. To start that off, I got volumes 10 and 11 of Dandadan. If you don't know, this manga is amazing. This anime is also phenomenal. I didn't finish the season, but I've read up to way past that. I've read up to volume 10. I've not read 11 yet, but it's very good. I would highly suggest the series. It's really wacky, it's really funny, and I really enjoy it, and I think it's a very, very good shonen. I think it has a lot of potential. Of course, the physicals aren't really up to date with the current chapters, and I've been hearing some crazy stuff with the current chapters, so I'm really excited to get into that when the physicals get there, but very much highly recommend Dandadan, and I really like these spines. Next up is a decent chunk of a series I've been wanting to pick up, and the two really rare volumes. I found this on eBay for a really, really good price, so I decided to pick it up. Did have some difficulties. It went into a completely different state for no reason, but I did finally get it, and that's going to be Kimi ni Todoke. I got a bunch of random volumes, so I'm just going to show these off. I got volume 7, volume 9, volume 14, volume 18, volume 23, volume 24, volume 25, volume 26, volume 27, or 28, sorry, actually. And then the last two volumes that I picked up, the rare ones, I got volume 29 and I got volume 30 as well. Let me just grab that. So I'm very excited to actually get into this. Let me just put this down for a second. So yeah, I'm very excited to actually get into this. Volume 30 and 29 are pretty hard to find, and I'm very excited that I picked up all those volumes for a little over, I think, 150 bucks-ish. So I think I got a really good deal, mostly because volumes 30 and 29 are pretty expensive. So when I saw that, I instantly picked it up. I have already 1 through 6. Yeah, I have 1 through 6 up there. And I'm very excited to actually get started in Kimi ni Todoke. I'm still trying to get into the bigger shoujos. I've read a few, like My Little Monster is one of my favorite manga ever. But Kimi ni Todoke has been one I've been really trying to get into, but it's just really hard because of these two volumes. And I'm really excited to pick up more and to read this. So get ready for a review at some point for this one. Next up is such an underrated series. One I've been reading whenever the volume drops, and I think it's one of the best new gen series that is coming out recently. This one is one of my favorites, and it's going to be Marriage Toxin Volume 5. Oh my god, if you've not read Marriage Toxin, I highly, highly, highly suggest it. Mostly if you're into like the romance kind of battle shonens, this is phenomenal. It does all the romance and battle shonen tropes perfectly. And I think it really balances the two very well. Basically, it's about this dude who is the head of a family of assassins, and he is trying to find a lover, and he's trying to do that by playing a hero role, trying to take these jobs and kind of save these women and try basically just be the savior complex kind of dude. But it's still super funny, super great, and I highly suggest Marriage Toxin, so definitely recommend you reading this in the future. Next up is my last Viz series, and it's going to be a very good one. I've read the first 3 volumes. This literally just came in like 2 days ago as of recording this. Very, very excited to read it, and it's going to be Hiroyasumi Volume 4. I've loved this series. It's a very, very wholesome slice of life. If you like slice of lives, this is an amazing one. I hope it gets an anime because this could work perfectly as like an episodic anime. I think the art's really good, and I think that the series as a whole is just really good. So if you're into like a slice of life, wholesome slice of life, this is definitely the shout. I definitely recommend this if you're into wholesome slice of lives. Next up is going to be my Kodansha section, and one that I'm really excited to read because I got this more recently because I had a lot of trouble with Amazon. They kept shipping me damaged ones, so Gotcha Yakuta Volume 5. I finally have one that isn't like torn to bits, but very excited to read this. I've read the first 4 volumes. I think it's an amazing, amazing, amazing battle shonen. One that has a lot of potential, and the art's just phenomenal. This is made by an assistant to Fire Force, and I think you can kind of tell just by the art style. It looks like Atsushi Okubo. and I think it's great. If you like that kind of series, I would recommend it. It's very different. It's a very different concept to a lot of battle shonen, and I think this is probably going to be the next one up. When the anime comes out, this is going to be popping. Just like Dandadan did, just like Jujutsu Kaisen did. This is going to blow up, and I'm calling it right now. Just bookmark this video for when the anime comes out and then it starts popping up, okay? Just proof. Next one is one I've been picking up whenever a volume drops, but I actually haven't read it yet, but I'm going to probably start reading it very soon because I kind of forget when it's up here on the top of my billies, but it's Welcome to Demon School Uruma-kun Volume 11. I just know that this is on volume like 43, so I'm gonna have to start reading this very soon to start like actually grasping what happens. I've heard very good things from my good friends like Plasm's Manga. He talks about this a decent amount. He watched the anime, I believe. I don't know if he read it, but he really likes it and he recommended it to me, and I've been picking it up, so I'm probably gonna start reading this soon. So I'm very excited to get into it. I just don't know when I'm going to start reading it. But yeah, Welcome to Demon School, Uruma-kun Volume 11. Next up, another one that was recommended to me by Plasm's Manga and a couple of my other friends on Discord. It's going to be Thunders 3. I heard very interesting things about this. I love the covers. I think the covers are very, very, very unique. They remind me of like an 80s manga, and I really like the whole entire like concept of it looking like a comic book. The backs are also really nice, and the art is phenomenal at times. It's looks like this. I mean, nothing crazy, but then randomly it'll just go crazy. When you open the volume, randomly it'll just be like, bam, crazy double page spread. But yeah, I'm very excited to get into this one. Just recently picked this up a couple days ago, so I haven't read it yet, of course, but very, very excited. Next one I picked up was Shimazaki in the Land of Peace. I picked this up because I thought he looked like a ghoul from Tokyo Ghoul, like the one-eyed ghouls, but then I realized that eye is just a reflection, and I'm like, oh, well, about that. I also did check the Any list, and it was pretty highly rated, and it also looked pretty interesting in terms of the actual art itself. So I'm very excited. I believe this is like a manga about a terrorist organization, and like someone trying to hunt down a terrorist organization. Don't quote me if I'm wrong there, but very excited to get into this. The art looks phenomenal, and I can't wait. But this is probably going to be on the back burner for a little bit because I only do have one volume, and I don't really like reading stuff that I only have one volume of. I really usually let it build up to like 3 or 4, and then I binge them so I get more of a grasp for the series, so I can get more intake of the world and kind of more of the series itself. So I'm very excited to read this when it gets to that kind of point in the series. Next up is a series I never heard of, and also a publisher I never even heard of. It's going to be from Kana Manga, and it's going to be Space Punch. I got this because it has French flaps. I think that's sick. I don't think many manga have these. Not even French flaps. It has just a dust cover itself. Not many manga in English print have that. Like Burn the Witch does. And Burn the Witch isn't even like an actual one like this. Burn the Witch has like a dust cover that you slip on like over the top because it also covers that. I mean, this is a publishing company I've never heard of. And I've seen a couple of their manga at Barnes & Noble, and they all have these. So I picked it up. It had really interesting art, a really interesting concept about like an ex-cop fighting people, and I just am excited to read this because it's pretty cool looking, so can't wait to read this. Now I'm on to my 7 Seas section. So this is a series I've talked about a lot on my channel, and I'm very excited to bring this back up again. I do have 2 volume 14s. I don't know why this is the one series I'll find in like Barnes & Noble and pick it up before it actually releases, and then I'll forget to cancel my pre-order. It's like the 3rd time I've done it, but it's Mikimoto Jihen Volume 14. I did it with this volume, I did it with Volume 12, and I did it with Volume 9. Don't ask me how I did that, but I just did. Phenomenal series. It takes a little bit of a turn in terms of plot around Volume 7, and I think that's around when it becomes phenomenal. It's probably even a little earlier than that, probably around like Volume 4 or 5. It kind of changes and it gets its own identity and gets its own plot, and I think once it does that, it becomes one of the best battle shonens of recent day. I think it's a very, very, very good battle shonen. I think it's a very cool concept and a very cool cast of characters, and I very highly recommend this one. I know I recommend a lot of them, but I only pick up peaks, so what can I say? I mean, just gotta hop on with me, you know? Hey, yo! Next up is one that I watched a really long time ago, and I didn't know how I felt about it, and then I didn't really like the look of the omnibuses, and I didn't have singles, and then they did drop a box set that was singles. That's gonna be orange. I got the box set. These singles look phenomenal. I think they are some of the nicest looking singles. They look phenomenal. The art's amazing. I knew that. I already loved the art in terms of manga. I just didn't love the actual look of the omnis. So when they dropped that box set, I was super excited It took me a while to actually pick it up though, but I'm very happy that I did. It's a series that I've been wanting to kind of get back into since I watched the anime a while back, but I didn't really know if I wanted to read it or watch it because I didn't love it the first time around, but I'm very excited to get into it again because I think I'm going to like it way more now that I'm actually reading it in a good, not trying to kill my hands kind of quality when it's a single. So I'm very, very excited to get back into Orange. Lastly is my Yen Press section, and this is my 2 series that I picked up that I'm very, very excited to read, and I'm very excited to show you guys what I did pick up. The first one and the second one are not the complete series yet, but I'm hoping to build up to the complete series in the near future. That's going to be, I picked up a lot of Higurashi. I'm going to show it in spurts, but I picked up the first 18 volumes of Higurashi. I found a really good deal for a lot of these volumes on eBay again. It's just very, very good deal. Found like almost all the volumes that weren't on Amazon and all that for like 88 bucks or something like that without shipping. It was free shipping. So I instantly, when I saw that, I'm like, I've been wanting to read Higurashi. I loved the anime. I never watched Go. I never watched the new one, but I did love the anime, the original one. So I was like, I have to pick this up. And of course, I'm probably never picking up Umineko because that is just a hunt. Like, that's a hunt I don't want to go on. I've been on a lot of hunts, and I've completed a few hunts in my time that I've been gone. But Umineko is not a hunt that I would actually enjoy, so I don't think I want to get onto that hunt at all. But Higurashi, man, I'm very excited. I know that this is a web novel first, so I don't know how the manga is going to work. Truthfully, I don't at all. But I'm very excited to see how it does, because I know it probably follows the canon route, and I actually do very much enjoy the canon route. I've played the web novel a little bit, not like a crazy amount. It's like the only web novel I've ever played. But it was very interesting. I very much want to get into web novels a little bit, but it's a lot of work, and I don't know if I actually want to do that, because I feel like if I get hooked, I'm just going to want to keep playing them and keep playing them. But yeah, that's my 18 volumes of Higurashi, and I'm very excited to get into this. They're all really good quality too. Barely any yellowing. The ones that are super white I got on Amazon, but there's like barely any yellowing on the ones I bought on eBay, so I'm very excited to actually get these and to be able to read it finally and have it in my collection, which is something I've been wanting for a very long time. And finally, the series I am most excited to show you guys. Another one where I picked up a lot of volumes, but I'm going to show you them in spurts. The first spurt I'm going to show you is all from Weebra other than one volume, and I'm going to say thank you very much again. Very excited to finally have this in my collection. It's a series I've been wanting for a very long time. And outside of like 4 volumes, it's not that bad to get, but those 4 volumes are just so annoying, and that's Yowamushi Pedal. I got all of 1 through 9, and I got 11, I believe. Actually, no, I got a little bit of spurts. Didn't get 7 and 8, but I got 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 from Weebra for a very good price. I'm gonna be real here. I got 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 for $30 on Weebra, or $35 with shipping. That is a ridiculous price. I'm very excited to actually own these now, because those are just 2 of those volumes are really hard to get. 5 and 6 are very hard to get. And I got volume 3 on eBay. I did spend a decent chunk on that because I got the rest for 30 bucks. So I was like, okay, I'll spend a decent chunk on volume 3. But I also got 9 and 11. Don't have 7 and 8 yet, but I'm going to get it at some point soon. Now, the last volume I do need that's rare is volume 10, which is kind of invisible right now on eBay and Mercari. I haven't been able to find a volume 10, even a bad quality one, for a really long time, and I don't. Of course, I'm not going to get one that looks terrible and it has like a spine that's ripped in half, but I really want to be able to pick up more Yowamushi Pedal, but I have to get volume 10 first, and of course I'm going to get 7 and 8 before I get volume 10. Probably going to get 7 and 8 in next month's manga haul, but getting that volume 10 is going to be a hard one. But I'm very, very excited to finally get into the manga. I've watched the first season, and I loved it. I actually thought the first season of Yowamushi Pedal was phenomenal. I loved it, and I can't wait to actually watch or read more, but I'm just going to need that volume 10 soon, so hopefully I can find that soon. And that was actually all I picked up in the month of February. I picked up a lot. That is a lot, and I know I say it, that's all, but that is a lot of manga, and I'm very excited to actually be able to read a bunch of these. Of course, I've read a few of them, but I'm very excited to read a lot of these. So like I said earlier, let me know what you picked up this month, and it was very nice to see you guys again. I can't wait to talk to you guys again. I can't wait to reply to your comments and see you guys in future videos. But you know, I'm going to give you a little bit of a heads up on why I did leave for a while. I went to college. That's just really it. I just went to college, I went to school, and I really didn't have time to make YouTube videos, and I didn't really have time to read these mangas while doing college and schoolwork, so that's why I left. But hope that gives you a little bit of an insight on why I left, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys have a great day and a great week. Peace!